Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
She got that Grandpa Gang hat right there. See that? Grandpa Gang. You know. So if you want some information,
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night,
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Yo. get the license right there. It's just like when you download the music, boom, you download the license at the clip off of your own video. Like people who go ahead and they use the same intro, they tell you can do that, but they'll turn around and tell you can't because it's reused content. You know, so do the same intro and do the same outro. They'll go ahead and the algorithm will pick it up, and then YouTube, you won't be able to get a hold of nobody, and then you got something for reuse content. And so what you do is, you got any problems, you don't know what's going on, you can't get no answers, you write their lawyers, and their lawyers will tell you exactly what's up. You know, uh, that's what's up. And if you got anything that's copyrighted or anything that's reused content, they'll go ahead and they'll just take it down. They'll just take it down, and or they might just take your whole channel if you got too much of it. You know, so be serious when you do that stuff. If your tags, you got your tags, and you got somebody in there like I do passive income. You got somebody like Mark Tillberry gets a million views, or maybe Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel, you know Miss Rachel, that little baby girl. She's knocking it right there. You know how many views that woman gets doing toddler. You know, peeky boo. The bus goes round and round. You know, makes you go all nuts. That woman right there makes $80,000 a day. $80,000 a day doing toddler, videos. $80,000 a day. Miss Rachel, man, I'm telling you. So if you want to be successful with YouTube, I mean, Like when I first started, they asked me, "How you gonna be successful at YouTube, Mario?" I said, "I'll tell you how. You find somebody that does what you want to do, and monkey see, monkey do. Just turn around and mock them, because Miss Rachel, she's doing the bus goes round and round. She's doing London Bridges falls down. She's doing all the stuff that we done, when we were little kids. She's doing the same thing, but she puts her own twist to it. Now there's people from Australia do the exact same thing that she does, and they just put their own twist to it. So you could go ahead and just mock somebody, do the exact same thing that they're doing, because everybody's already done everything. Think about it, right? I mean, look at like these dudes that come on that talk that talk. That's why the best thing to do is go ahead and go live, or make videos, and pre-record them, because when you're talking, it's not the same content. It's all about how you open up, right? Because you all came here because either you want to troll me, make fun of me, or tell me I'm ugly or something, which is fine. I don't care. You want to stick around and make fun of me, go ahead. You know why? Because you're watching my video and I'm getting in the minutes. Like I said today, 2 hours. I got 2 hours I was on, and I got 10 hours of watch time. You know, and because there was 2,100 people that tuned into my live show right here. You know, I mean, like I'm willing to tell you guys exactly what's up. I mean, like, you want to get a viral video, like I said, if you're a chick, do a video and have your fly down, and you'll get all kinds of people. Oh, look at this, haha! It'll be hella funny. But if you're a dude, don't do it. If you're a dude, because they'll end up getting you with a case or something. But if you're a dude, you want to get a lot of views. Talk all serious. Do your video like you're all serious and everything, like you're doing it, because somebody out there doing the exact same as you. Maybe they're prettier, maybe they're a little bit smarter. Who knows? But if you got a big old booger hanging out your nose, and you're sitting there talking and you're all serious about your stuff and act like you don't even know about that, people are just gonna think that's so hilarious. They're gonna send that to everybody. Think about it, right? Oh, man, you see the guy talking away. He's so serious about what he was doing and everything. He was cooking a cake and everything, and he was cooking dinner for his family, and a big old booger hanging out his nose. People will love that right there, man. I mean, think about it, right? That's what I'm talking about. So, just do stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, like, shoot. I mean, if you're not afraid to, embarrass yourself a little bit, I mean, who cares? Nobody's ever good. I mean, you ever gonna meet me? I mean, I hope so. I hope so. But I really doubt it. You know what I mean? But because I mean, like, at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, we all just want to have a good laugh and make some money. You want to live a long life, good food, good company, good drink, a lot of sex. You'll live a long life. You know, um, so you gotta put yourself out there a little bit. There's all different kinds of ways to get your hustle on, and seriously, man, if you guys want to get monetized, the best way to get monetized is to go live. I mean, put that camera on you. Put that camera on you for, you know, you're gonna get hours. You're gonna get hours. I mean, how many of you guys made a good video and you know it's good and nobody's watching it? You know why no one's watching it? Because YouTube ain't putting it out there, man. They just ain't putting it out there, because there's all kinds of people that are in front of you. It goes by seniority, you know. So they say, oh, you gotta have it optimized and you gotta have all this other stuff, dude. I mean, like, yeah, but the bottom line is, if your video's good and you got some kind of flair about you, you're gonna make it. I mean, not everybody's a pretty boy, or a pretty girl. I mean, next time you go driving down the road, see how many pretty people are, or look over to your left, look over to your right. You'll notice that there's a lot more normal looking people than there are, models and stuff. So don't even think that you have to be a model or something. What it is, you got to have personality. You got to have personality. You got to know how to entertain the people, whatever it is. So just that's what you got to do. But remember, if you want that poor man's patent, just go ahead, get that information, get your patent, get your drawings all up and everything, and put it in an envelope. Go down to City Hall, get that notarized, and send it to yourself. That way, if anybody goes ahead and they start making your stuff, hey, you take them to court, and you got a notarized letter that's sealed, and the judge opens it up, sees the dates, he sees your pattern, he's like, nope, give him his money. Now, if you If you worry about getting a copyright, we'll go ahead and like right here, see that right there, Grandpa Gang, bam! I own that right there. I went ahead, made the pattern on Leonardo, went over to Redbubble, loaded it up with my MRA on there, PIP, and that's my signature, and Redbubble, they copyright everything. Everything you put on there, they copyright, and you still own the rights to it. So you can go ahead and sell it at Amazon. You can go ahead and sell it at Fourth Wall. You can sell it anywhere you want, even on TikTok. And you don't have to worry about nothing like that. And anything that you make on YouTube, remember it's copyrighted too. So you see your video somewhere else, somebody chopped it up and they're using it. Hey, you know what? Boom, sue their ass because you got a copyright with YouTube. And so that's the way it goes, guys. So I hope I give you some good information here because I knew none of this when I first started. I knew nothing. I mean, I knew nothing about nothing. Jesus, man. I when I first started YouTube, I went ahead. I was making videos, and I knew nothing about the defaults. So I mean, my videos weren't getting seen for a whole month because one day I come across and they're like, "Oh, you got to fill out the defaults and the default tags and everything. You ain't got that filled out." Man, I mean, your video is just floating around in the library. You know what I mean? It's not even on the shelf. It's not somewhere on the ground. Under the chair or something. So yeah, you gotta, man. Yeah. But if you don't know, you don't know. And guess what? People hoard the information on this YouTube thing. Like oh, it's mine. I'm gonna keep this one secret. I'm gonna keep this secret. You know what? If you got some good information, share it with people. For one, they're gonna listen to you and they're gonna watch your video, especially if you go live. And for two, I mean, what are you hoarding it for? Because we're not competitors. We're all on the same team. It's YouTube against content creators. It's not content creators against content creators. You gotta get that out of your head. Help your fellow. You know what I mean? Because if everybody would share their piece of information that they got, I mean, think about it. All of us out there, we all got a good piece of information. I mean, share it with people because the bottom line is we all write it down. And I mean, like, hey, all the information I got that you put in my comments, you're like, hey, you know what? I know this, man. I write that stuff down, and then when I come live, I share it with people. I don't hoard it for myself. Oh, but this dude gave me this information. Oh, I'm gonna hold it. It's gonna make me rich or something. Nah, it ain't gonna happen like that, man. So if you got a good piece of information, share it with people. I mean, put it out there because there's nothing wrong with sharing information. But if you're gonna share information, uh, be careful how you share it too. You know, don't share anything that's shady. Like you watch these videos and stuff. Let me tell you something. If you tell somebody you can make $10,000 in 1 week, you better have proof that you can make $10,000 in 1 week because they will get you for clickbait. So why is all these people got $10,000 and $30,000? Well, if you notice, their English that they say you could make $10,000 a week. I did when I did the math. They'll word it differently. I made $10,000 a week. How do I know I made $10,000? Because I did the calculations and they show you the math. But if you tell people you made you can make $10,000 a week and you don't show them no math, and you ain't got the receipt that you're making $10,000 a week, YouTube will shut down your channel real quick, and they will not let you on ever. They won't let you on ever. So how do you get back on YouTube if you been banned for life? Well, I can tell you that one too. I can tell you how you get back on there because they will ban you for life. Been there, done that. But like I said, I wrote the lawyers. You write the lawyers, boom. If you're right, you're right. The lawyers, they don't fool around. They ain't doing it for their ego. Those dudes over there at YouTube that do the appeals and stuff, they got an ego going on, and they don't like you, man. They don't like you. They will just do it because they can. They'll single you out. I know beautiful women. I've known old men. I mean, I know young people. It doesn't matter what you look like. If they get your number, they will just 86 you, because why? Because they can. I mean, they can straight up. Uh, so if you got some good information, share it with people. If you want to know what's up, you guys need some help making thumbnails. You guys need any kind of help, let me know. I mean, I've been doing this for 18 months. I've had everything from an ASMR channel. I've had it's called Transparent Temptations. Now that one got me in trouble. I was making AI girls with body paint on them and shit, and they banned me. Said it was ludicrous. It was like porn. I'm all like, dude, they're AI still figures. I mean, not like they move. Some of the girls got 3 heads, 4 arms. I go, what the hell? It's not like they're doing nasty stuff to themselves. I go, you got these chicks. I mean, hey, go for it, girls. You doing it, you do it, because if you want to make hella money, be a transparent model. Wear transparent clothing, or paint your body with transparent paint. And then how you get away with that? Well, you do yoga. You do yoga, paint your body and your butt naked, and you do yoga, and you call it a science experiment, and you'll get millions of views. Millions of views. If you do it because you're a dude and you do that, man, people ain't gonna watch your stuff. And just think. I mean, they just ain't gonna do it. I mean, chicks have that thing. I mean, it's a proven fact that if you have a female on your channel, you get a female co-star or whatever, your channel will grow 35% quicker if you have a female. And so, I mean, like if you want to go ahead, like they got transparent clothing. What's transparent clothing? So, for instance, like my shirt right here is blue, right? They get it wet and it turns clear. It turns clear. And so they go, look, I'm doing a science experiment. We'll see how many times I got to go like this with the water till it shows through. And then boom, booby showing and everything. And, they got the transparent skirt. And they're just basically, they're booty naked. But guess what? It's legal on YouTube because you're doing a scientific experiment. You want to go ahead and you want to paint your body with body paint. You just have to paint your chest and just paint your privates, and you can go ahead and clean the mirrors to your house. You can scrub your floor butt naked because you're doing a science experiment. How is it a science experiment? Because you're testing how hot your body gets compared to when you wear clothes. So now it's a science experiment. Mm-hmm. You see how they work that? Straight up. That's how they do it. Yeah, that's how they do it, man. I mean, if you make those AI channels where they got the girls, they're pretty seductive and everything, hardly showing anything. Well, they only have those 1 minute videos. Well, I'll tell you how they make their money, because down in the links, you go ahead and click their link, and for $1, you go ahead and get the full nasty version with the girls with no clothes. So they don't care if they get kicked off the channel, because hella people are going to their link, and so they just open it up with another email. And they use another email. They use somebody else's name, because YouTube doesn't. I mean, they don't like. They really don't check that much. Do you ever think about that? YouTube don't really care. You don't have to do no drug tests. You don't have to do no like anything. I mean, like, you can just go ahead, and people go ahead and they just use someone else's ID, and they open up a different email, and then boom, they're back on. I mean, like, like this. That's the way they do it. That's the way they do it. They get kicked off, because there's big money. There's always big money in that. So, but if you need that communication with YouTube and you can't get a hold of nobody, and you're right. I mean, even if you're wrong, man, it's always better to know that you're wrong than not know that you're right, right? So just go ahead and get a hold of lawyers. Down at the bottom, go to the YouTube page, and you'll find it. You go there and you'll find it. It'll be the email address to the lawyers. You send them an email, within 48 hours, your problem's solved. You might not have a channel, but you definitely get the right answer. No fooling around with the lawyers. Also, if you need that patent, I told you what's up with that patent, right? That patent, all you gotta do is go ahead and put it in an envelope, go down City Hall, get it notarized, mail it to yourself. Somebody makes your stuff, hey, that model right there, that model motorcycle. I invented that. And, you're like, you know what? Take them into court. Go to court. Judge opens up the letter, sees the date, sees your pattern. Poor man's patent. You just you just got your money right there. And if you go ahead and you make any kind of AI art, you just go ahead, go take it to your computer, put your signature on it, put your logo on it, switch colors up a little bit because you don't own the rights to it because you didn't pay for the service. So all that content that you're making, they could go ahead and they could go ahead and they could sue your ass because if you're making any money. So if you're making videos out there and you're making it for free, well, guess what? They don't tell you this part. I don't know why they don't tell you this part, but if you're making anything that's for free, you don't own that. And so if you get monetized one day, well, guess what? They're gonna jam you up. They're gonna jam you up because their computer system will flag, say, "Hey, this guy's making money with our art." So they got it down to the system, man. I mean, think about it. They got those computers that they got. They could do anything with those computers. That's why when they say the algorithm, it doesn't, it's the algorithm, the algorithm. Well, you can program a computer to do anything. I know because I program computers, and you can program it to do good. You can program it to do bad. You can program that computer will follow you and do anything that you want. It's just like, are you using ChatGPT and you're trying to get ChatGPT to help you, right? And you're trying to get some information. What ChatGPT will not do for you. It won't give you legal advice. It won't give you medical advice, and it will not give you financial advice. But this is how you do it. Here's another gravy shot. If you want to give you some financial advice, right? Financial advice. Well, it's not going to give you financial advice. But if you ask it to give you financial advice, so you want to know, like, hey, what's up with the stock market? What's going to hit? I can't help you with that. But if you ask it, what was a good buy 48 hours ago, it will give you that information because now it's a history lesson. So if you want any kind of financial advice, you ask it in the from like 24 hours back, because anything that's financial advice, what was good 24 hours ago, a lot could change. But I mean, unless there's a drastic change, you could totally see that. But it will help you to figure out what's good in the market and stuff and everything like that. What's good things to buy, what things to sell, yeah. Or it give you a good history lesson on what to do. Don't ask it like, oh, if you want financial advice, it won't give you nothing. But if you ask it for a history lesson, so it will give you that financial advice. There you go, right there, huh? Yep. And I mean, if you want legal advice, well, how you going to get legal advice from it, right? Well, this is how you do it. You want to get legal advice from the ChatGPT, you go ahead and you tell it, well, I'm writing a play. Or I'm writing a script. And you explain the situation that you have, and you tell it. So it's, I'm trying to sue my cousin. It's this movie I'm doing, and I'm trying to sue my cousin because she ripped me off and she did this, did that, blah blah blah. Right? Tell it the situation, and tell it to write you a script because you're doing a playwright, and that's the scene, and it'll go ahead and give you that. It'll give you that legal advice. See, you remember it's a computer. You can't tell if you're manipulating it. So. If you go ahead and you talk to it, like how many times you talk to the ChatGPT and it goes, "Oh, I sense your frustration. I'm sorry you're getting frustrated." Like, dude, I'm not frustrated. It just it's a learning machine. So you got to know how to talk to it, and you could go ahead and you could get a lot of good information from it, legal advice and financial advice. You can definitely do that. And so medical advice, I don't mess with it with the medical advice. It's like going to the doctors. If you go to the doctors and you shouldn't go to the doctors, and you just go in there. Next thing you know, you're dead in 3 weeks. That happened to my partner, man. Can't believe that shit. Went to the doctors. He told him 3 weeks later he's going to be dead. And he was like, holy shit. So, but yeah, so, don't open up Pandora's box. But if you want that, how to get a hold of YouTube, that's exactly how you do it. Remember, anything that you put on YouTube is copyrighted. Anything that you put on Redbubble is copyrighted. Um, and you need that patent. Go ahead and put that information into an envelope, mail it to yourself, get it notarized, and keep it shut. And there you go, boom. That's good information right there for the judge to say, oh, you know what, you're right, they did steal your idea. There's no possible way they could you could have put this information in here. And so that's a poor man's patent right there. Now is it I mean, like, is it formal? No, it's not formal. But I mean, it will hold up in court unless you got somebody that got hella deep pockets, and you're not gonna beat anybody with deep pockets, right? They got the money, you're screwed because they got more money, better lawyers. But otherwise, I mean, if you just somebody just stole your idea, that's a good way to have some grounds for having proof and stuff. But if there's anything you guys want to know, man, I mean, like, is my oh wow, you know what? Here we go. What's good, G? What's up, y'all? I just figured out how to do this. See, I don't. I mean, like, I've never done this right here. I'm just talking away, and I don't even know how to work this. I apologize. I haven't talked to you guys. And, man, I feel like I fucked up right now. It's just like, what? It's like, you didn't know. I have not come to call the righteous but sinners to repentance. Okay. This guy is a tweaker. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you think I'm a tweaker, Mr. Jordy Lizaro. I don't know what your name is. But I tell you what, that's good that you think I'm a tweaker. Because you're welcome to my house anytime that you feel like it. And I guarantee you will have a good time. And nobody will disrespect you. Not like that, I'm a tweaker, alright, dude. I'm a tweaker, but you're watching me, right? You fucking idiot. Drop off. Be YouTuber, be consistent with dropping your bigs and never give up. Be nice, show love. Well, that's good advice right there. Demon Souls 101. But you know what? I mean, like, sometimes you got to do a little bit more than just keep on doing the videos. I totally agree. Keep on doing videos, because the bottom line is this. If you have deep pockets, you could get a bunch of videos made. This dude went ahead and he got 3,000 videos made in 8 months. 3,000 videos. He paid bank for it, right? Got them all professionally done. But as soon as he was done making that, the following month, he made $6.5 million. It's all about the numbers. If you're not getting a bunch of views, well, guess what? Make up with it with a bunch of videos. Just, it's all about the numbers. Just as long as those numbers calculate, and boom, you make money. You know what I mean? I'm dyslexic. I have a very hard time with my reading comprehension and pronouncing stuff. But when it comes to the numbers, I know what's up, because that's why I got into this. I used to play professional poker, and then I saw this YouTube thing and how much dude was making. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I just did the numbers. You know what I mean? So if you're lacking on trying to get views, hey guys, you know what? Don't even worry about that. Go live and talk to the camera. Even if nobody watches you, you still get the credit for the hour that you're on there. If you talking for, you got the camera on you for 36 hours, film yourself sleeping. Film yourself going wherever you go, to the store, walking your dog, and just talk to the camera. If you fall asleep, hey, let the camera keep on rolling, because the bottom line is there's going to be people that watch you. I went ahead and I didn't have the volume on one time, and I was on for like 3 hours talking, no sound, and people were watching me. I was like, what the hell? I bust my ass. I make a video 5 days I make a video, do all the scenes, do all the music. I mean, do the voiceovers, all that stuff, and I mean, I get like I put it up, dude, and I get like 1 hour. I'm all like, what the hell? And nobody watches it. And I mean, it's good content, right? It's the same thing that dude's doing over there. It's just that if you're not getting recognized, you're not getting seen. Well, you know what? Go live. Uh, I mean, ladies out there, ladies. I mean, if you want to go ahead, when you're vacuuming, when you're cleaning the windows, cleaning the fan, going for a walk, brushing your teeth, dudes will watch you all day. And you don't have to show your boobs, you don't have to show your privates. You just go on there, be nice to the boys, talk to the boys, and be nice, and boom, you'll get hella views. Now I understand that you want to come on this YouTube and you want to do something that's respectful, and you want to make a difference, right? But you got to start somewhere. And if you go ahead and you just go ahead and go live, get monetized. Get monetized. Get all them views. Because once you get all them views and everything, you got a big library of videos that really mean something. Well, guess what? When you got 2,000 views on your video when you go live, and that goes up onto the screen, people see 2,000 views in 3 hours. In 3 hours, my video 2,100 views. Well, guess what? People see that, they click on it. Why? Because 2,100 people have watched it. If you only got 1 view, 2 views, guess what? I don't care how good your video is. Nobody's gonna watch it because you ain't got no credit. You know what I mean? People's like, oh, you ain't got no 3 views. Nobody's watching that shit. When you're sitting right next to another video that has 1,000,000 views, 10,000 views, 100,000 views, and then you got 3, 4, 5 views. You think they're gonna click on your stuff? Nope, they're not. I don't care how good your video is, man. I've been doing this for 18 months. I'm telling you, and I've done all kinds of different channels and everything, and then they just kept on saying go live, and I'm like, well, go live. Talk about what? Talk about anything you want to talk about. But when you put something up there like I did today, for you want a patent, a free patent, you want the copyright. Well, hey, it's not clickbait because I'm telling you how to do that. Go ahead, go to City Hall. Put all that information, your patent inside there, inside the envelope. Get it notarized. Mail it to yourself. Poor man's patent. You learn about copyright. You got a pattern or something that you don't want nobody stealing, or you went ahead and made a pattern on a free site like Leonardo or whatever. Well, guess what? You don't own that. They can turn around and sue your ass if you start making money. So what you do? Go ahead, put on Windows Paint, switch up the color a little bit. Put your logo on there, put your signature on there, whatever you want. Go to Redbubble, and then boom. Guess what? Boom, you got it, man. That's copyright right there because they copyright everything. Everything that you put up there, there's a copyright, and you own that copyright. You own that copyright right there. Same with YouTube. YouTube, everything that you put up there, as long as it's all you created it all yourself, well, YouTube puts a copyright on it. And so you see your material over there at TikTok, you see it over there on Twitch, or you see it wherever it might be, some other platform. Well, somebody stole your stuff, you can sue them because you got a copyright. The day that you load up your stuff on YouTube, it has a copyright. So that'll cover your ass. You know what I mean? And if you come on live, you know what? You're always gonna have trolls out there. Oh, he's a tweaker. Oh, he's a queer. Oh, he's this, he's that. Or she's this, she's that. You know what? Let them talk all they want. Because the longer they're here, the more minutes I'm getting. So thank you. You want to talk about tweakers? Hey, talk about it all you want. You know, you can talk about your mama too. I don't care. You know, she's in the bathroom right now doing a line. You know what I mean? I mean, she's the only way I could get her to do some things. You know what I mean? Your mama's a freak. So, you know, that's the only way I could get her to do some things sometimes. But if people want to talk smack, you know, talk smack back to them. Just don't threaten them, you know. I learned that the hard way. You know, you can't tell nobody you're going to kick their ass or, you know, you go see them or anything like that because, yeah, that's threatening people and you can't threaten people. And I know it's hard to bite your tongue and stuff, especially, you know, because it just is, you know, when you're, it's just hard, you know, because, like, yeah. But, you know, I'm not a violent person today. Not at all. You know, sure. I found the Lord. Go to my other channel. Go see the Digital Shepherd. I do sermons, man. You get one sermon from me, get one sermon from the good book, and then you get another sermon from the AI. So you get two perspectives. One from just a normal guy, another one from our Lord, Jesus Christ, and then you get the scientific facts from AI. So between the three of them, you can't get it straight after that. I mean, like, you got problems, man. Because shit, yeah, it's not that hard to figure things out. I really appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out. I mean, doing these leaving messages and everything. That's really cool. If you want to put something in the messages, I mean, like you want a shout out, I'll give you a shout out. I'll make a bomb ass video if you want something that you want me to do some research on. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not like a veteran at it. I mean, I got 18 months, but you got to remember this. In 18 months, uh, let's see, Mr. B said do 101 videos in 1 year and you'll be grinding. Well, they call me the tornado because I did 300 videos in 1 year. And I mean, long form content. I don't mess with that, the shorts and stuff. I don't like doing shorts. Yeah, so 300 in 1 year. And right now I only got like maybe, I think, 250. The only reason is that because I took down 150 videos. I took them down because I was looking for that reused content. I was looking for that uh, reuse content or perceived not to be original content. Go to YT. I believe it's called just YT. Go to that and they'll tell you exactly what you got going wrong. Because if your volume's not high enough or your volume's too low, it perceives not to be original content. If you went ahead and took a clip because all your intros are the same, all your outros are the same, guess what? It's reused content. If you're using the same song on there, although they say that you could use it, well, that's reused content. I mean, too quick. If you grow too quick, they'll slow you down real quick too. If you grow too quick, because they're like, what's this guy know? You can't just have him doing that stuff. So if you need to get a hold of YouTube, write their lawyers. That's the best way to do it. Write their lawyers, and they will get your problem solved within 48 hours. You might lose your channel, uh, so don't talk to them all nasty and stuff, because lawyers are good. They'll find a reason to 86 you. But if you just write them straight up, you don't have to kiss their ass or nothing, but you just write them straight up, and they'll help you out. Uh, and if you got information, you got any information, share it. If you got information, share it. Because it helps people. Let's see, Lord. Uh, it's like what? It's like what? You didn't know? What's up, Lord? 88. Dropping lots of knowledge. Hey, you know what? I mean, like, I'd rather drop all this knowledge and you guys get it because with nobody giving me nothing, dude. And I don't understand that. I just don't understand why people hoard their information. If we all share our information, uh, I mean, we all get there a lot faster. Remember, YouTube made $354 billion last year, and they're owned by Google, which made $2 trillion last year, and so that's all the same bank account. And when they come at you and they say, "Oh, we'll give you $100,000 to make us one video a week," well, guess what? That's toilet paper money, dude. Think about it. They had 30 people on a crew to make a commercial, and each one of those people were making 500,000, if not $1 million a year. Do the math, man. I mean, like $100,000. I mean, the advertisement business is loving it. You know what I mean? They're loving it. They're like, oh, these guys, they're doing a job of 30. Because if you're doing a solo creator, you're doing a job of 30, man. Straight up. Straight up. You're doing a job of 30. You think about it. You got the writer, you got the editor, you got the music, you got the filmer. I mean, you got the dude that he just thinks of the stuff, you got the voiceover. Man, I mean, like, there's a lot of money into it. So if somebody comes at you with the oh, we'll give you a year service, don't take that, man. Don't take that. They're degrading you. You're better than that. I wouldn't take that. But you know what? If you do take it, there's no shame in it. You know what I mean? Because it's your prerogative. You do what you got to do. You know what's right for you. Don't let nobody tell you what's right for you. But but I'm telling you, man, you can get more than that. They'll come at you like that. I mean, shit, they're scandalous like that, man. That's toilet paper money. But yeah, you know, I mean, like whatever you guys want to know, man. Because I mean, like if I got the information, I'll definitely give it to you. You know, if you want to know how to cook mess, I don't know how to cook mess, guy. Oh shit. Yeah, don't know how to cook mess. I know how to build some motorcycles though. I tell you what, I can build some badass bikes. You know, some dude, you know, clowned on me the other day, and when these Facebook groups tell me, oh, you know, your videos this and that. I go, listen, dude. I go, you know what? I go, check this out. I showed him the chopper I made, right? This motorcycle. I go, can you make that right there? I go, see, we're both good at something. I go, but see, the difference between me and you, if you ask me how to do this, I'll show you how. I go, instead, you go over here and you put down people. I go, what do you get out of that? You know, what do you get out of that by you know, talking to somebody like that? I go, you turn around and you mess with the wrong dude or mess with the wrong chick. I mean, there's some chicks out there who will kick the shit out of you. I mean, you watch that UFC fighting and shit. I mean, I wouldn't get in a ring with some of them broads. Hell no. And they're little dinky things too, man, but they can lay it down. So you better be careful who you're talking to sometimes. Because you guys think you're all badass and stuff, you know, and then the dude's girlfriend comes over and kicks your ass. Right? That'd be hilarious. And believe me, it happens, man. It happens. Don't think it won't happen, you know. Right when you think something ain't gonna happen, it happens. You know, get your ass kicked by some little chick and stuff. And yeah, teach you a lesson. Happens all the time, man. But you know what? I really appreciate you guys coming out. And if you want that poor man's patent, you know what to do. You know, share this information with somebody. I mean, put it out there, dude. I mean, you want to go ahead, you want to do me a favor? I mean, don't subscribe, because if you're not going to come back, hey, I ain't even tripping. What you do, you want to help somebody out. Because if you subscribe, you don't come back, then YouTube docks you. You know, they dock you. They say, oh, you're not satisfying the viewer. And so if you're not coming back, don't subscribe to somebody's channel because you're hurting their channel. You know, it's like clicking in for 20 seconds and clicking out. I mean, what the hell are you doing, dude? You're messing with somebody's livelihood. That's not cool. But if you want to go ahead and do me a favor, go ahead and take one of my videos, leave a comment, and you don't even have to watch it. Share it with somebody, because the bottom line is somebody that you know needs that video. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, I got all kinds of videos. Put it out there, because if you share it with your public on your social media, I mean, it's going to land somewhere, and all kinds of people are going to see that. And so, you know, don't, you know what I mean? Like, hey, leave me a comment. Say, hey, you know what? You leave me a comment, I'm going to definitely, you know, go ahead and check you out. And I'm going to do what I said. If I like your stuff, hey, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe. If I don't like your stuff because it has nothing that pertains to me, but that doesn't mean that it's not good content. I'm going to share that with my social media. You know what I mean? Because I know somebody knows that they're looking for that information, right? That's the way to do it, you guys. You got to take care of each other. Remember, we're not competitors. We're all on the same team. It's YouTube against us. It's not, we're competitors. Why? Because you're not paying my bills. You're not paying my check. I'm not paying your check. So we're not competitors, dude. I'm not stealing no money from you. You're not stealing no money from me. If we all help each other out, we all can get there and get a piece of this nest egg, right? But don't hoard your information, man. If you guys do that, that's just scandalous. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not going to do you no good. I mean, oh, you know, the courses and stuff. You know what? You want to make courses? That's cool. Make courses, because people will buy them. But you can get all the information for free, but you got to dig it out. And you know, I mean, it's you got to dig it out. And it's I don't care how good you are at making videos. If they're not watching them, it's because they're not getting seen. All right? And so if you're making a good video and this person's making a good video, I mean, you guys are both good. Why is mine not getting seen? Well, you know, it's just the algorithm hates you. You know, it's just that's the way it is. You know, I mean, some people, you know, the dice falls for them right. Some people it doesn't. But if you want to go ahead and you want to get people watching your videos and stuff, when you make that video, maybe whoever's out there got a cooking channel, and you know you're just starting out, and you want people to watch your stuff. Well, you know, have a big old booger hanging out your nose, and make that cake, make your dinner for your family, and talk to the camera like you're all serious. You have no clue that's boogers hanging out. Well, guess what? People's gonna think that's so hilarious, and they're gonna share that video, and it's gonna blow up. If you're a female out there, you know you're talking and you're talking business or whatnot, and you got your fly down. Well, guess what? People are gonna think that's so hilarious, and they're gonna share that video. If you're a dude, don't do that. If you're a dude, you get a case. You know what I mean? You end up in jail. But a chick, they can get away with it. You know, it's two different ballparks right there. But if you're a dude, you know what I mean? Like I don't know very many chicks that would have a booger hanging out their nose and you know do something like that. You know, but I know if you do that, would do that. I mean, I'll do it. I just found this information out today. This broad, she makes videos, and she makes millions of fucking dollars doing it. And that's what she was saying. She goes, if you're good, if you got good content and everything, but it's just not kicking off, do something that where you embarrass yourself. You know what's a good one too? All right, say you're on the camera, and you know you turn your back towards the camera, and you got some toilet paper hanging out your pants, right? You got some toilet paper hanging out your pants. Oh, people are gonna love that. They're gonna share it. You know, you just got played off like you have no clue about it. You know what I mean? And people are just gonna be rolling. They're gonna be sharing that video, right? Think about that. You're gonna share. That's some funny shit right there, right? I mean, sometimes you could have the best information. It's like this, guys. Check this out. A guy has the best product in the world, right? He has the best product in the world. It's $1 million product, but he can't sell. And so he ends up with $1 million worth of product. Now a guy, he has some cheap junk product, and he's a millionaire. Why? Because the man can sell. You don't have to have the best product. You just gotta know how to sell. And what you're selling here on YouTube is yourself. What you're selling. You see, if you ain't got all that, I mean, like intelligence and stuff. I mean, even if you do have that intelligence, but you're goddamn boring, right? You're just boring. People ain't gonna watch your shit. I make videos. I put my time into it. I put my heart into it. I mean, man, and I turn around and I get an hour view. Wow, you know what I mean? I come on here and I act a fool. And people they love that shit. You know. They love that, you know. Oh, you know, I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up. But that's what she said. What? Hey, I didn't finish. I couldn't get up in the morning. You see what I'm saying? People just love that stuff, you know. The guy from vidIQ said, "So what's your plan? What are you gonna do to be successful on YouTube?" Well, I never did YouTube. So what's my plan? Monkey see, monkey do, right? That's simple. Find somebody that's successful, mock them. Put your own twist to it. Do the exact same thing that they're doing, just put your own twist to it. So if they're doing a kids cartoon, and they're doing a kids cartoon, we'll turn around and do it maybe with the hillbilly twist to it. You know what I mean? Maybe do it with the Japanese twist to it. But a Japanese, like American twist to it, you know what I mean? You're not making fun of Japanese people. You're not making fun of people, you know, down in Arkansas or something. You're not making fun of it. Nah, I mean, you're just getting your money, man. Get your money, because at the end of the day, somebody else is gonna get it if you don't. Straight up. So think about that. You sit there and go, "Oh man, I don't want to do that. That's just disrespectful. I don't want to do that. That's embarrassing." Well, guess what? Somebody else will do it, and they're gonna get paid. Why? Because they were braver than you. They were more ambitious. Because once you get so big, and you get so many viewers, you got 1 million people watching you. Guess what? You can do anything you want. Now you can be serious, and you can make a difference that you want to make. Because I know a lot of people out there like, "Oh, you know, I'm doing this for the people. I really care about the people." You know, I mean, like, that's good and everything. But if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else. So the people will never know you unless you're getting that money. And when you get that money, now you got famous. Now I mean, you don't have to be super famous, but when you got enough people watching you, I mean, they're gonna be there, and you'll grow. You don't have to do no SEO. You don't have to do nothing, and your content, you can make the content that you want. You want to save the trees, save the trees. But if you want to save the trees right now and you just started off, well, you better talk about saving the trees with a booger hanging out your nose, or a piece of toilet paper hanging out your pants, or your fly down, because I mean, there's 1,000 people out there doing the exact same thing, and they're doing it better than you, right? And YouTube's putting you right next to them, right next to them. I mean, they don't even put it in like categories. All right, you guys are rookies. We'll have the rookie club over here, and then we'll have the junior club right here, and we'll have the senior club over here, and then the masters over here. No, they put you right next to you, the master. I mean, you got three views, and this guy got 1,000,000 views. I mean, I don't even watch my own video. I watch that dude's video straight up, because I mean, like, hey, you know what? I mean, that's the way it goes. So you gotta be clever. You gotta be clever doing this stuff. You know what I mean? Be clever. Do something that nobody else is doing, and you'll get it. And if you do get it, share it with people, man. Share how you got your success. Now, if you go over to my video, I mean, you don't have to watch it. I mean, don't watch it. But if you want to know about Fiverr, how they'll get over on you, I wrote a whole book about it, and I put it up for free on YouTube. So, my fellow YouTubers, because if you go to Fiverr, they will rip you off. Oh, you want to get some SEO optimization? I'll fix those 15 videos for you. No problem. I'll do that for you. And while they fix those 15, they screw up 20. And so you're like, what's going on here? And they know how to do that stuff, man. They're computer wizards, those dudes over there. They know how to do that stuff. I mean, like, I opened up a channel one time, and I paid this broad. I paid her $65 on Fiverr, and she got me 5,000 hours, bro. 5,000 hours she got me for $65, right? And so, I mean, that one channel I got monetized and everything. But you know what happened? All the viewers they were all from Pakistan. And so my channel wasn't getting no views after that. Yeah, she got me 5,000 hours, she got me all my subscribers, and then my channel I had to start a new channel because but I didn't know they do stuff like that. I didn't know people were scandalous like that, you know what I mean? But hey, there's scandalous people all over the world. Just not here in the United States. Shit, there's scandalous people everywhere. I don't care where you go. There's scandalous people everywhere. And they look just like me and you. They look like your mama. They look like your sister. I mean, if you're scandalous, you're scandalous. So always beware of that stuff. But if you want to make money, hey, you know what? Get a pretty girl come on your channel. 35%, your channel will grow faster. And not being male chauvinist or anything. It's just a fact. Facts are facts. I ain't doing that. Yeah. So and I'll tell you what too. I'll tell you straight up. I have no. See, I see no religion. I see no color. I see no sexual orientation. But the fact is a fact. Okay. If you're homosexual, your channel could grow quick because they're a tight community. And they're very flamboyant. They're very funny people, and they're very entertaining. So if you're homosexual, hey, go ahead, do that. Why? Because straight people love to watch homosexuals. My grandfather's a Marine. I'm all like, what are you doing, Pops? Why are you watching that dude again? He's like, oh, they're so funny. I'm all like, man, you're a trip, dude. I go, you don't even talk to those peoples. I go, but you'll watch them on TV. I go, that's funny. He's like, they're entertaining. I go, you're messed up, man. But that's just the way it is, I mean, so that's just the way it is. Use what you got, man. Use what you got. If you're pretty, hey, use your prettiness. If you're ugly, look at the dude over there at TikTok, right? He looks like a Shar-Pei. Have you seen that dude? He looks like a Shar-Pei. I mean, he grabs his skin, he's just like, whoa. I was like, holy man, what the hell? And I mean, he's just getting all these like butterflies and hearts, and that's all money right there. I mean, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, they would stuck him in the basement and not even let him be seen. You know what I mean? The world's changed, man. People, if you got something that's freaky deaky about you, hey, show it off. You know what I mean? Because people love that stuff. They love to see freak stuff, and it's not freaky stuff anymore. You're entertainer. You're an entertainer. And so, I mean, he's like this dude. This dude has no arms. He has no arms and no legs. And he says, what does he say? He's an inspirational speaker, and he says to people, he goes, listen, he goes, if you don't know your self-worth and you don't know what your goal is, and you don't know what your destiny is when you leave this place, he goes, you're more crippled than I am, you know. And so, think about that. I mean, that dude has no arms, no legs, and he's just talking to people, and he's a millionaire. Because you know why? He gets out there and he does it, you know. Don't let nothing hold you back, and don't think you're not worth it, because you are worth every dollar that is as much as the next guy. It's just the next guy knows how to sell himself, or if a woman knows how to sell herself. And I'm not talking about giving up your privates or anything, or doing anything nasty. I mean, you just got to know find your voice, find what's entertaining about you, or find what people don't like about you. Hey, some people go ahead and they open up a channel and people watch them because they can't stand them. I can't stand that guy, but they still watch him, right? You still watch him because it drives them nuts. That drives them right back. You know what I mean? I was like, man, people like that. People nuts. I mean, like, I watch. My dad's always watching that. What is he watching? That Steve-O, and there's people go on there. I'm like, man, why are you watching that stuff, man? I go, you watch too much of that stuff. You think the whole world's scandalous, but you know what? People ain't scandalous like that, man. It's what they want you to believe, because I mean, that's what sells, right? That's what sells. But the world ain't like that, man. You guys gotta all help each other. So if you want that poor man's patent, put that information in the envelope. Put your pattern inside the envelope. Go down to City Hall and get it notarized and mail it to yourself. Somebody goes ahead and they develop whatever you had. Hey, go take it to court. Judge opens up that letter that's notarized. There it is. Got your pattern in there. Got your dates right there. Give that man his money. That's what they're gonna do. If you need a copyright because you're doing some kind of pattern, some kind of logo, check it out. Grandpa Gang. My grandpa will kick your dad's ass. You know. So I mean, like, if you got a pattern, go ahead and take it because you don't own the rights to it. Well, go to your computer, put it on Paint, change the color a little bit. Go ahead, put your logo on there, put your signature on there, and go ahead and load it up on a T-shirt, on a mug. Go ahead and do that over there at Redbubble, and they copyright everything. So that'll cover your ass right there. And so if you want to go ahead and you want to put that same pattern over there at Amazon, well, you could do that because you own the rights to it. All they ask you to do is not go ahead and buy a bunch of tumblers and go sell them on Amazon or somewhere else at the flea market. I don't know. They just don't want that, And I don't know why people do that, but I guess they have that rule for a reason. If you need to get a hold of YouTube, don't bother trying to go to Twitter or Facebook. Don't do that. Just go ahead and send the email to the lawyers. In 48 hours, your problem will be solved, guaranteed. Might not have a channel, might not have all your videos, but you definitely will get the answer that you seek. If you see your content somewhere else, because someone got your video, they chopped it up, it's over there on TikTok, it's over there on Twitch, it's over there on Instagram. Well, anything that you load up here on YouTube, it's copyrighted. So you have a copyright right there. And if you want to get a lot of views, go live. Go live as much as you can, because even if nobody's watching you, you still get them hours. How many hours are in a month? Think about that. If you have a camera on you for a whole month straight, I mean, that's a lot of hours, right? I mean, I think it comes out to something like 500 hours or something, like in a month. If you just had the camera on you, and nobody's watching it, well, hey, guess what? YouTube will still count it. Every hour to still count it because you're videotaping. Hey, you fall asleep, you nod out. Hey, people love to watch people sleep. I guess, because I did a video for 3 hours and I had no sound and people were watching it. I got more hits on that video than my best video that I made. Does that make sense? Hey, I'm telling you, people love shit like that. You want to get a lot of views? Have a booger hanging out your nose. You got a cook show? Go ahead, cook it up. I'll make dinner for my family. Have a big old booger hanging out your nose. People are gonna love that. They're gonna share it. If you you want to go ahead and get a lot of views. You're talking to the camera and stuff. Have a piece of toilet paper hanging out your pants like this. You know what I mean? You come on. You just come out and you're like, hey, what's going on, guys? This is what I'm gonna do for you. You're pointing at this. You're pointing at that. You got that toilet paper hanging out the back of your shorts and stuff. People are gonna think that's hilarious, and they're gonna share that. You know what I mean? There it is. Think about it, man. If you're a female, like I said, you have your zipper down. Oh man, you're just gonna get a lot of views. But if you're a dude, don't do that, because if you're a dude, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have the police knocking at your door for doing obscene gestures and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But if you're a female, they just blow it off. They're like, because they don't have nothing that can fall out. You feel me? That's why. Think about it, right? So that's straight up. Think about it. Be smart, because it's not the same rules. Not the same rules. You get busted for that. And then somebody acts stupid and they start talking stuff and saying, oh, about your mom or you're a meth head or this and that. You know what? Entertain them. Let them talk smack. Keep them around, because guess what? They're bringing you minutes, right? Hey, doesn't matter. Any publicity is good publicity, as long as you ain't doing something bad with children's, or you're not hurting the women's out there. Hey, let them talk smack, because those troll dudes. Let me tell you about those troll dudes. They all hang out with each other. They're like a gang. They're like a gang on the internet. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, let's go get him. Let's go get him. Let's go make fun of this guy. And next thing you know, you have like 50 trolls on your channel, and they're all chopping you down. Let them, entertain them. That makes them happy. Keep them around, because bottom line is what? Bottom line is this: they're bringing you the minutes, right? You're getting paid, and so entertain them. Let them say whatever they want. Like I've always said, as long as they don't touch you, you have no problem. You know what I mean? You touch me, now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. So let people talk whatever they want, because at the end of the day, they went to sleep in La La Land, and don't let it bother you, because they're gone. If they come back, hey, great, you came back. YouTube loves that shit when people come back to your channel. So they come back to your channel, YouTube's like, yeah, you're doing a great job. And you got these guys that are just being little jerks or whatever, and entertaining themselves. And so for whatever reason they do this stuff, hey, more power to them, because what they're doing, they're making your channel grow. People, come back, talk all the smack you want, because YouTube says, hey, they're coming back. Right? Think about it like that. Don't shoo them away. Don't block them. Let them come back. You want to leave messages like that on my channel? Go ahead, do it. YouTube's not going to ban you for it. They're going to ban them. But hey, they're coming back. They're communicating with you. They're leaving messages now. Not only are they watching your channel, now they're leaving messages. Wow. YouTube loves that. Thank you for the minutes. Thank you for the comments. You just helped me out big time. You double packed it, man. Thank you very much. So, troll dudes, I love you. Troll, whoever you are, I love you. Come on back. Bring all your trolly friends over here. Do what you got to do, because you guys gonna get me monetized. Straight up. That's how you do it. I'm telling you straight up. That's how you do it. I wish I don't know if you guys need any help. I'm gonna just tell you, I really appreciate all you guys. Hello, John Rose. I gotta get better at answering these messages. I know I'm just talking and everything, because that's just what I'm doing. I'm just laying it down. But it says, you're a cool dude. Fucking thank you, brother. I don't even know if you're still around, because I haven't even answered this. You know what I gotta do? I gotta go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. Because I know I miss all you guys and everything. Because I just don't. I'm dyslexic, and I have very poor reading comprehension. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna write down every single person's name right here, and I'm gonna go to your channel, and I'm gonna thank you personally. It might take me a while to get through it, but I'm so thrilled and happy that you guys showed up that I'm gonna do that, man. Even if you're a trolley, I'm gonna hit you up and say, "Hey, trolley, hey, thank you for stopping by and trolling me, man. That's good stuff." I'm telling you. So trolls are just miserable people who are projecting. Yeah, that's, I mean, you gotta have them though. You gotta have the trolls. You know what I mean? Because if you never get trolled, I mean, you don't know. You know, it's like this. If you never had, if you were always happy and never sad, how do you know you're happy? If you're always sad and you're never happy, I mean, like, you got to have both. You got to have the yin and the yang. You know what I mean? You got to have people out there that do that, because the bottom line is, what it does for you. It's more like this. You know, like when they do stuff like that to you, it's a test. It's a test. You know, like the Lord looks down on you and he goes, "Are you gonna bite? Are you gonna bite? Are you gonna bite?" And then you turn around like, "Motherfucker, I'll kick your fucking," talk all that stuff, and the Lord's like, "Mm-mm, yeah, you still ain't learned," you know. And that's me right there. You know, I mean, like, people talk stuff, man. They talk smack to me, and I'm just like, my dad's all like, "Can you talk like that on YouTube?" I'm all like, "Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to talk like that, huh?" You know, just as like, you know, and I mean, like, I think I'm a nice guy, you know. I mean, I coached soccer here in town for 15 years, you know, for the kids, the youth. I mean, like, you know, and I mean, like, shit. I got stabbed twice over there at the bar bouncing, you know, dead on arrival twice. You know, trying to help this chick. The dude was pounding her head into the ATM, and I was like, "Hey, dude, you're gonna kill her, bro." And you know, he comes at me, and man, I mean, I got two strikes too. So like, I'm like, they're like, "What are you doing, dude?" I go, "Man, I can't just sit by and just let that happen." I go, "You know, I gotta do something. I just can't let that happen." You know, I mean, like, shit. It ended dead on arrival twice, but you know, I mean, like, hey, I wouldn't be me. I'm not saying anybody else. I'm not putting myself on a pedestal. It's just that, you know, I just like, I gotta be me, man. I can't stop being me. And and that's the best thing about any of us is being us. You know what I mean? Be who you are, because that's, I mean, like, put it this way, man. If you guys go out there, I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm in jail. It doesn't matter if I'm in college. It doesn't matter if I'm at the banquet ball. You know, sitting there. And I've been all them places. Wherever I go, I chop it up with people. I get along with people. I did 3 years of San Quentin and didn't get in one fight, you know, and I was only 23 years old, and I did 3 years, and and my uncle came to the prison. He's like, "Dude," he goes, "What gang do you belong to?" I go, "I don't belong to none." He's all, "That's what I heard." He goes, "How you doing it?" He goes, "You should be dead right now," and I mean, like, I just stay true to myself. You know what I mean? Uh, it, I mean, just stay true to yourself. You don't have to be nobody that you're not. You know, people don't. You don't have to be nobody that you're not. Just be who you are, and people will accept you. If they don't accept you, well, you know what? That's too bad. They're missing out. You know, because I believe. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, yeah. Excuse me for a minute. I gotta use the excuse me. All right, sorry about that, guys. I know you guys cut out. Whoever's here is hung out. I want to say thank you. Um, like I said, this I finally came live, and I swear to God, guys, I'll show you. I'll put up a video and show you how many hours I got today. I went on yesterday at 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and I got 2,100 views and 12 hours. 2 hours because I was on there for 2 hours, and 10 hours because people were watching what I got to say. Um, I mean, like, dude, I got 20 views last week. 20 views, that's it. I went from 16,000 views down to 100 views a month. So I mean, it doesn't matter how good your content is. If you get demonetized, this is the way it works. If you get demonetized, that sucks, because the way it goes, you had to get 3 violations to get demonetized, and so your first violation will take away 25% of your views. Second one, they take away 72%. Third one, they take away 92%. And then you're on your probation. And so you got to do 3 month probation, or you got to do 2 months probation, whatever it is. Well, once you do your probation, the following month after that, so you've been down for 3 months, the following month after that, they'll give you back 25%. The following month after that, they give you 72. Following month after that, they give you 92%. But I ain't seen it, because I've been. I mean, like, shoot, man. What is it? Back in February, I got my advanced privileges back, and I mean, like, I ain't seen it, man. So once you get red flagged, they got you underneath the radar, and they ain't gonna make it easy for you. They ain't gonna make it easy for you, and they're gonna make it tough as hell. So the best way to get those hours is come on live. I mean, just yeah, babble. You know what I mean? But have something valuable for the people, because you got to have value. Don't put up no clickbait. You guys saw what I put on my title: uh, free patent, free copyright. Well, I'm gonna give that to you. If you want to get a free patent, it's called a poor man's patent. You go ahead, put your blueprints in the envelope, go down to City Hall, get it notarized, and mail it to yourself. Don't open it up, and now you got a sealed document. And if somebody steals your idea because you didn't get a non-disclosure, or maybe your old lady left you, and she got she built it, and now she's making bank. Well, guess what? Take her to court. Give that letter to the judge. He looks at the date, opens it up. He sees your patent, and he's like, "Hey, give him all the money, because it's yours." Is it legible? I'm not a lawyer, but it will work unless they have deep pockets and a better lawyer. You can't beat that. Can't beat money. Now, if you need a copyright, just go ahead, and you're doing some art over there at Leonardo. You're doing some art wherever you're doing your art, and you're doing it for free. Get it on a free program. Well, guess what? You don't own the rights to that. But you go ahead, jump on your computer, uh, go to Windows Paint, change up the color a little bit, put your signature on it, put your logo on it, and go to Redbubble, put it on a piece of clothing, and they copyright everything that you do, and you that copyright is good for you. You go ahead and you can make it at Amazon. You can make it at Fourth Wall. Hey, you guys want to help me out? I mean, like, hey, you got looking for a good gift for your grandpa or something? Hey, Father's Day. Let him be part of the grandpa gang. And this is a gang that you can be proud of. It's not like a street gang going out there and hurting people. No, grandpa is something to be proud of. You know what I mean? Some of us never even make it to being a grandpa. My pops right now is 90 years old. He got three X's on there because he's a great grandpa. So if you're not a great grandpa, hey, maybe you just want to get a hat because you love your grandpa. You know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for grandpas, we wouldn't be here, right? So you got a grandpa. It symbolizes wisdom. It symbolizes love, respect, knowledge, humbleness. Because you can't go through life being an asshole. You end up with a short life. But you're a smart man. That's what most grandpas are, right? I mean, grandpas are cool as hell. And plus, like I said, you know what? My 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 godson says, well, you know what? My grandpa could beat up your dad. I said, that's right, son. Think about it. Some tough grandpas out there, man. Put you youngsters down, put you to sleep. you know. So yeah, go ahead and get Grandpa Gang hat over there at Fourth Wall. If you want something custom, maybe you want your chick's name on there, or whatever it is. I could go ahead and I'll design that hat for you. I'm a tattoo artist. You could just tell me what you want, man, and I'll go ahead and get down. Maybe you want a hoodie with something, personal. I could do that too. Whatever you want, free of charge. I ain't gonna charge you for the art. I don't charge for my art. My art is I love to give my art away. I'm just charging you for the material. And I ain't trying to get rich. I'm trying to make a buck or two. But yeah, I ain't trying to charge you all kinds of money for something like that. Just trying do people right, doing people the way I want to get treated. You know what I mean? So yeah, go over to Fourth Wall, the speakers creator hub shop. I got the link down there. You guys can find it. I got videos on it. Yeah, I got all that stuff. I got a Redbubble store too. In my Redbubble store, it's all about the babies at my Redbubble store. All right. I mean, we got Wolfman babies. We got Donald Trump babies. We got Marilyn Monroe babies. We got Wolfman babies and Frankenstein babies, vampire babies. We got Hindu babies and Mexican babies. We got all the babies over there. We got even monster babies. Hey, we even got the ugly babies. You know what I mean? We got the ugly babies. We got little ninja babies. We got all the babies over there. Over there at Redbubble. That's the way I do it. That's my whole different trip over there. So Redbubble. But also I do put some stuff up there because I want to get it copyrighted. Like you'll see a picture of me where I look like Jesus, man. I woke up one day. People wake up with Jesus in their heart. I woke up and I look like Jesus. I mean, you should see me with my long hair. Man. And you know why I cut my long hair? I cut it for YouTube, man. I thinking that I would get more views. And guess what? Nope, didn't get no more views. So if you got long hair, you got much of, dude, people don't care what you look like. They do not care what you look like, what you sound like. What they care about is that you're entertaining them or you got value. Either way is value. If you're entertaining them, that's a value. You're making them happy, make them laugh. Even like the trolley people. The trolley people, it's okay, trolleys. I mean, you got to get entertained too. Get it out. You know what I mean? You'll feel better, and you'll be all right. Like a guy off of South Park, Mr. Gershon. You sound like Mr. Gershon. I love South Park, man. Yeah, South Park's cool. I mean, I like Beavis and Butthead. You know what I mean? Beavis and Butthead, they were crazier than hell. I mean, the bottom line is this. If you guys need some information, I'm gonna give it to you. If you want the information, I give it to you. If you want to poke at me, make fun of me, go ahead, do it all you want. Because as long as you're here watching my channel, giving me the minutes, you're helping me out. It's a double bonus when you guys go ahead and send a message. Because YouTube says, "Oh, look at this guy. He's communicating with his audience. That's what they want to see." So if someone is trolling you, trolls come in abundance, man. I had like 1,000 trolls. And hey, let them all talk because that's a 1,000 comments. And YouTube loves that stuff, They don't like it when you don't have no views, and they don't like it when you don't talk to the people. Because the bottom line is, That's all they want. They want you to keep people on the platform. However you got to do it. You guys want to go viral? I'll tell you how to go viral. If nobody's watching your videos, well, make a video with a big old booger hanging out your nose, and cook dinner for your family. And you're a cook and you're cooking away, and you act like you don't even know that booger's there. People are gonna love that right there. They're gonna share it with everybody. You're over there. You're on the chalkboard or whatever. Have a piece of toilet paper hanging out your pants and stuff. People love that stuff right there. If you're a female, have your fly down, and people love that shit. They'll think it's funnier than hell. They'll share that stuff. If you're a dude, don't do that. If you're a dude, you'll get a case. Indecent exposure. And remember, women don't have anything that could fall out. So if you have your zipper open, it's just like they will definitely get you a case. You end up with a case straight up. I mean, double standards, man. It's just the way it goes. But I mean, use what you got. Use what you got. Be entertaining. Hey, be a jerk where people hate you so much they gotta watch you. Man, I can't stand this guy. What's he doing today? This guy's such a jerk. You gotta watch this guy. And then people, hey, as long as they're watching you, that's all that matters, man. Because what you're trying to do right now, you're trying to get monetized. Because once you get so big, YouTube doesn't care how you got there. They only care that you got there. And now all those videos that you poured your heart into it, your soul into it, because whatever you're doing, maybe you're making cars, maybe you're planting trees, I don't know. Whatever you're doing, it means a lot to you. That's why you started doing this, right? And you want people to see all that stuff. Well, you know what? You get there any way you could get there, And if you got to, embarrass yourself a little bit, embarrass yourself. Because the bottom line is, I mean, you're just today funny guy, and the next day nobody gives a shit about you. Straight up. But like I told you guys, I'm dyslexic. I have a hard time reading and stuff, and so I count, but man, it's reading like very hard for me to read. That's why I love AI, because AI go ahead and it reads it for me. That's why I got a channel. I got a channel that's called the Digital Shepherd, and for 52 years I didn't pick up a Bible. Why? Because it was embarrassing, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to church and try to read something in Bible study and stutter and can't read stuff. So I never picked up the Bible. But today, hey, I got AI. So it reads it to me. And that's called reading comprehension. Nothing. But you read it to me, I soak it all in. I went down to Home Depot the other day, and this Mexican lady, she was sitting there, she's trying to communicate with me. I said, I was trying to communicate with her. I go, wait a minute, I don't speak Spanish. I go, I know what we'll do. We use Google Translate. You know what I mean? I mean, it's all right there at the tip of our fingers. You got to step back and think a little bit. And shoot, I speak 150 languages now. You feel me? I can't spell for shit, but I know how to find information when I have to find it. You just use common sense, because the answers are out there, man. You trying to get some answers from ChatGPT? Remember, no legal advice, no medical advice, no financial advice, but you can get that. How you do it, I'll tell you. You want to know how you do that? I'll tell you. This is what you do. If you want some financial advice, ask it for financial advice from yesterday. Yesterday's news is just as good as today's. All right? I mean, the market does change real quick sometimes, but usually yesterday's news is just as good. And so it's a history lesson. It will give you that information. If you want it to give you, any kind of lawyer advice, like that, what you do is you go ahead and you tell the AI that you're doing a script and this is the situation, and tell them your legal situation, that you need a playwright and and play it out, and how it would work in the courts, and they'll give you the legal advice. There you go. Manipulate the system. You know what I mean? Because the one percenters, they made it to work for them, not for you. If you want medical advice, I don't advise asking medical advice, because it will tell you the truth, and you might find out something that you don't want to find out. And so I don't want that, hanging over my head. Go down doctors, next thing you got cancer and you got fucking 3 weeks to live, and that happens. It happened to my partner. You won't believe where he had cancer. Yep, exactly. He had it right there, and he gave him 3 weeks to live on the dot. He passed away. I was like, wow, what a way to go. Shouldn't have been such a jerk, because he was a big jerk. I'm just telling it like it is, I mean, like if you're a dick, you're a dick, dude. If you're cool, you're cool. And sometimes bad shit happens to good people. So, it doesn't matter how good you are, just bad stuff happens to good people all the time. And good stuff happens to bad people all the time. It's just, it's like, hey, that ain't right. But you know what? That's just the way it goes. Make your own luck. Make your own luck and, ask people to help you out because people will help you out. Are you gay? Am I gay? Oh, yeah, dude, I'm super gay. Would you like me to do something gay for you since you know so much about it? What can I do to you to prove that I'm gay? Oh wow. Let's see. This guy's name is heavyweight fourth heavyweight fourth Hawaiian. Wow. And you're asking me if I'm gay. That's cool. I mean like I'm usually like gay on the weekends, bro. But mostly I'm like gay like like when I go to a gay parade or like when my gay friends hang out, or you know, I'm like gay, like when the guys are like that they can really like kick your ass, you know what I mean? And so hey, I'm gay, because they'll kick your ass, bro. They're big, and it's just like this, brother. I mean, like you talk all that smack, and then my girlfriend comes over and kicks your ass. I mean, how gay is that? You know what I mean? I mean, there's chicks out there that are like that, right? Talk all the smack you want. My chick come over there and whoop your ass. I'd be like, oh shit. I mean, you're being gay, bro. So what's up? Ufa Kefe. I'm a Uso, bro. I'm your Uso. You know what I mean? Yep. I'm the smallest Uso that you'll ever see. 5'6". What are you, a liar? A 1%er? Hey, I live like this, brother. I don't pay taxes. Uh, I don't have a driver's license, and I never break the law until I get caught, right? Because nothing's against the law until you get caught. Feel me? I mean, shit. That's the way it goes. But my battery's about to die, y'all. And I'm just really starting to have fun, too. I mean, I got my Uso here. My grandfather's from Oahu. He was born there in 1935. He was born there. And he come to this country, when they bombed Pearl Harbor and stuff. And my pops always told us that we were Puerto Rican. Well, guess what? We're not even Puerto Rican. We're not even Hawaiian. We did that DNA test and we found out that we're Spanish and Nigerian. So you're looking at a brother right here, man. Ufa kefe. You know what I mean? But you know what? I'll tell you straight up, it's like this, brother. Island style, baby. Booyah, shark tooth, island style. Because being an islander, you don't have to be on the island. It's all state of mind. You know what I mean? I mean, every day I live on the island. I live my life like that. Like I was out there on the island. You feel me? That's just the way it is, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah. It's good to see you here, Oos. You know what I mean? If I can help you out, man, I'll give you whatever. If you came here because you want to know about that poor man's patent, I'm going to tell you straight up, poor man patent. You just go ahead and get that information. You stick it inside the envelope, all right? You stick your pattern inside the envelope. You go down to the city hall and you get that notarized letter and you mail it to yourself. That way, if you didn't get a non-disclosure, or maybe your chick sold your idea and she's developing it, well, you take it in the court, you hand that over to the judge. Judge sees that it's notarized. He opens it up. He sees the dates and everything. He sees your patent in there. They made it. You got all the information. Boom, you're gonna get it. Now, is it formal? No, it's not formal. If they have big deep pockets, they'll win. But otherwise, you're getting paid. That's the poor man's patent right there. If you're doing any kind of art, like over there on Leonardo, or any of these places where they're giving you free service, and you're doing some art, well, guess what? You don't own that, and they'll go ahead and as soon as you start making money, they'll pull it because you got what's called it's got a computer ID on it, and so they'll go ahead and they go, oh, that belongs to us. Now you're making money. They ain't gonna come at you until you're making money. So what you do with that, you go ahead and you take it and you go to Windows Paint and you change the color up a little bit. You put your logo on there, and you put your initials on there, your signature, and go over to Redbubble and put it on a piece of clothing. Put your art on a piece of clothing, because Redbubble, they go ahead and they copyright everything, and so there it is. Boom. You got it copyrighted now. It's your art now. You own it. If you go on ahead and you see your video somewhere else, you got your video somewhere else. It's on TikTok. It's somewhere else. Well, guess what? YouTube, they give you a copyright on everything that you put on there. Everything you put on here, it's all copyrighted. So that's a lot of people don't even know that. I mean, I just found that out today, that YouTube does this. So that'll cover your ass right there. If you don't know, man, you don't know. That's the bottom line. It doesn't make you stupid. It doesn't make you anything. Just you just don't know. You don't know. You don't know. But now you know. You know what I mean? So you didn't know. If I make music, I can't sing for shit. I can't play an instrument for shit. I have a harmonica. I still suck at it. But I go over there and I write some bad lyrics, and I go song generator. And I can make some badass blues songs and all kinds of songs I'm making, man. I got Jelly Roll Donuts sounding songs, and I got some BB King sounding songs, and I got like Hawaiian songs that I made, and all kinds of stuff. Well, guess what? I did all that shit for free. I don't own the rights to it, but what I do own the rights is to my lyrics. And so if you want to go ahead and you want to promote your music to somebody who would want to buy your lyrics, you can still go ahead and let them hear what it sounds like, because now they hear your lyrics, what it sounds like, under production, but they just can't make it with the same music. So anybody that knows how to do that stuff, man, I mean, like, they dial it in just a little differently, and you can make money, and so that's the way it is, man. I mean, like, yeah, dude. And if YouTube, you can't get a hold of YouTube, and you right, or maybe you don't know you're right, and maybe you're wrong. But the bottom line is, you're not going to get a hold of nobody at YouTube. If you're not making money with them, they tell you, oh, go over here to a TikTok, or go over here to Instagram or Twitter or whatever, get a hold of them over there. Nah, they ain't going to get back at you. They ain't going to do nothing. What you do is you write their lawyers. Write their lawyers and tell them what's going on. In 48 hours, your problem will be solved. I mean, it might not be the problem, not be the results that you want, but the bottom line is, you'll know what's up. And that's the lawyer. That's the lawyer right there. And it's all about the money. You feel me? So, yeah, definitely do that, man. And you'll be cool. And if you got any information, share it with me, dude, because I write everything down. And next time I have a video, I share all the information that I got. Because you're not my competitor. We're all in the same. It's YouTube against us, man. You know what I mean? You're not stealing no money from me. There's a lot of money to go around. Think about it. There's a lot of money to go around. You're not my competitor. You're my teammate. I want to give you that information, because the quicker you get successful, the quicker I can get successful, right? I mean, if I find out the ticket, I'm gonna relay that information to you, so you can go ahead and get successful, right? That's the way it got to be, man. Because there's plenty of money to go around. Like I said, I used to get 60,000 views, and then when I got demonetized and all that stuff, I'm down to 100 views, man. And I got over 300 videos I made in one year. And so I'm like, man. So and somebody said, hey, just go on live. And so I went on live last night for 2 hours. I got 2,100 views, and 2,100 views and 12 hours. Because even if nobody's watching your stuff, you still get the hours that you're on there. They still count as those hours. So, I mean, like, dude, I got 12 hours in 2 hours. I mean, boom, So what I do? I got back on here, man. And I've been talking for, 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I'm getting way more views. I'm getting likes. I'm getting subscribers. My shit has blown up by 600%. And guess what? You're probably a better looking dude than me. You probably talk better than me. You're probably more entertaining than me. So go ahead and do it, man. Because the bottom line is this: you want to get monetized. You want to get so big that YouTube just sees that you're doing what you're doing, and now you can go ahead and concentrate on whatever kind of videos you're making. Because right now you want to get people to watch your videos. Hey, sometimes you gotta embarrass yourself, right? Have a big old booger hanging out your nose and cook some dinner. You know, if you got a video show out there, like you know, you cook and stuff. A big old booger there and talk to the people and act like you don't even see it, and people are gonna think that's hilarious, dude. You're gonna share that video and it's gonna blow up. Uh, have a piece of toilet paper hanging out in the back of your pants and be up on the chalkboard and you don't even know it. People are gonna think that's hilarious, dude, and you're gonna get all kinds of views. So if you don't jibber jabber or whatever, you can do stuff like that. If you're a chick out there, have your zipper open. Now, if you're a dude, don't do that because if you're a dude, you catch a case. But if you're a chick, you get away with it because why? Because they have nothing that could fall out. You feel me? So I mean, like dudes are gonna be like, oh, her zipper's open. Oh, I think I saw something, right? Straight up, that's just the way it is. You ladies be nice to the boys will be nice to you. I mean, if you think you're grotesque, you think you're ugly or something, and you know what? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you know how to sell. Because remember, the guy that has $1 million product, he got a whole garage full of stuff. He has the best product in the world, and he can't make $1. But the guy who has a crappy ass product, he's a millionaire. Why? Because he can sell. So go ahead and just find whatever you can do and make that money. And if I could help you out, I'd be glad to help you out. If there's any information I don't know, I'll go ahead and I'll dig it out and I'll find it. And I ain't just gonna talk the side out of my neck. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. But the bottom line is, yeah. So I've been doing this for a minute, man, and I got a taste of that. I got a taste of that. You know what I mean? 3 months. 3 months. I was monetized. I thought, man, I was the shit, right? I was 3 months. I got my first sponsor. 3 months. Ever since then, I mean, like, damn, man, it's been ghost town. But then I went ahead and started a new channel called the Digital Shepherd. And I can't read, but you know what? That AI can read for me. So I tell the AI the situation. It digs up the prayers for me because the Bible has answers to everything. And so it digs it up for me. The AI says what's up, and then you get a sermon from the AI. Then I tell the AI, how would you handle it in the scientific way and fact way? And then you get the facts. You know what I mean? So over there, and then I make some music and stuff. I make some cool music. And stuff. And yeah, but I'm not a preacher, but yeah, I'm doing something that I enjoy and get something out of it because shit, man, I got this damn Bible over here and I haven't picked it up forever, but now with that AI, ooh, man, I'm knowing things now, right? No reason for any of us not to prosper. Don't let nobody hold you back. You know what I mean? And your biggest person that's going to hold you back the most is going to be you. It's going to be you that holds you back. Because you don't think you're good enough, don't think you're pretty enough, don't think you're strong enough, don't think you're whatever enough. You are enough of anything. What you are right now, any of you guys out there, what you are right now is enough. Because like, see, I'm gonna quote the Bible because shit, I learned that stuff. And God says, He says, you do all you could do, and when you done all that you could do, then you stop. And if they're not satisfied with that, they're the one with the problem. So you do all you can do, and people, they want more from you. Well, you know what? That's on them. You give all you gave all you could give, and you don't have to do any more than you want to. So because the bottom line is, they always want more. They always want more. And so you'd be like, oh, I did all this for you. And no, if you do something for somebody, you do it because you want to do it, not because you want something back. I'm doing this because I want to do it. I don't want nothing except to know that everybody that I'm talking to today got something out of it. Even if you're a trolley person, man. I mean, my Uso came over here, he said, what, you gay? I said, fucking fa-fa-fingy, you fa-fa-fingy. He said, what? You didn't know I was an Uso, huh? Oofa, Kevin. Yeah, so, I mean, we all come in different shapes and colors, you know what I mean? And so, sometimes, like I said, you talk shit to me and shit, then my girlfriend goes over there and kicks your ass. Who's gay now? You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, there's some gay dudes that kick the shit out of you, man. You don't mess with those dudes. They're men. They're gonna kick your ass, They'll man up on you real quick. They'll be like, hey, why you doing me like this? And then next thing you know, they'll be like, well, what you talking about, huh? We gonna get on me? Straight up, it happened to me. I mean, that dude was big. He was big, All the man came out. I was like, no, sir. No, sir. You can go ahead and you cut in line if that makes you happy. Oh, all right. Well, thank you. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Cut in line, dude. I'm in no hurry. We're all in prison. We ain't going nowhere. Shit. So, I mean, like, yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming out and letting me share with you. My phone's about to die. I wish I could keep on going. I'll be back though. And I mean, like, I gotta start writing everybody's. I don't know. I never done this before, so I don't know how long these. If I close out my channel right now, if all your names will disappear. So I'm gonna start writing them down right now. You know what I mean? It's gonna take me a while. Be dyslexic, but I'm gonna make sure I do it, and I'm gonna get back to every one of you because I really appreciate every single one of you. Even the trolleys, even the trolleys, I appreciate you. So I'm gonna write you guys' names down, and I'm gonna make sure I go check out your channel and say thank you. And hit me up in the comments. Go over to Fourth Wall. I got some cool stuff right there. I'm a better artist and tattoo artist, and a better artist than I am a content creator. But I'm gonna be good at content creating because I'm good at whatever I do. It just takes me a little longer sometimes, but I get it. I guarantee you, I'll get it. And you're gonna see it like, God damn, he did get it. He didn't lie. He's doing it. So if I could do it, you could do it. If we could do it, we get there faster. That's what I'm talking about. You didn't know? You didn't know? Well, now you know. I'm telling you guys, we could do this. We all just share our stuff. And there's my oops right there. Heavyweight, heavy HEAB. Fourth Hawaii. Alright, I got my oops down. Yeah, so if you guys want to get that patent for free, you just go ahead and you put your blueprints inside an envelope, put all your information in there, have it all dated and everything, have all your information in there, go down to City Hall, get a notarized letter, have them notarize it, mail it to yourself. That way, if anybody steals your idea, steals your patent, they're making money, you take them to court, hand that over to the judge. The judge is going to say, oh, there it is right there. There's the pattern. There's your the dates, and you'll have some push when it comes to shove when you go to court. It's better than having nothing. Is it a formal? Is it a formal? Is it formal? No, it's not formal. But it is what it is. If it is what it is. I mean, you can't argue with that unless you're some kind of magician and shit. How else you gonna get that information and everything dated like that? You feel me? So it will hold some ground in court, and as long as they don't have deep pockets, you'll be able to get your money. If they have deep pockets, well, can't sue the super rich or whatever. But you can definitely get your money. And if you can't get your money like that, well, I know some people that could go get your money. I tell you, they'll go get your money. Hell yeah. All right, we got Mr. Ginger 4690. Thank you, Mr. Ginger 4690. I guess I sound like the guy at the South Park. I love South Park. Maybe I watched it too long. If you hang out in England, you start talking like people in England. You watch too much South Park, you start sounding like those guys. As long as you don't sound like the guy. Hey Bobby, come downstairs. I got something for you. Oh, you got a stain on that shirt. Let's take it off. I know you look like that guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, you start sounding like that guy. It's all bad. You know. Look this shit. L-O-U. I'm gonna write down the big Lou Ely. New Ely. New Ely. New Ely. Oh, like you like ukulele? What is like the instrument? I don't know. Big Lou. I call you Big Lou. Big Lou. Yeah, that's right. Big Lou said trolls are just miserable people projecting. Yeah, I don't know if they're miserable though. I think some of them really enjoy what they're doing. I think that just makes their day. They wake up and they troll because there's a gang of trolls out there. They hang out in groups. If you get a troll, next thing you know, you could have like 1,000 trolls on you, man. And remember, if that happens to you, don't entertain them. Let them sit there. Let them comment because every comment you get, YouTube goes, yeah, this guy's really communicating with his audience. And so let them do that. Every minute they watch, that's double the minutes. Because if nobody's watching you for an hour, well, you're still going to get that hour. But if the trolleys are there, chopping you up, and they come like 1,000. Think about it. If 1,000 trolls come on you, just start going all nuts and stuff, and you're on there for 2 hours. I mean, 2 hours times 1,000 trolls. Boom! You got man. You just got all your 4,000 hours in 2 hours. So invite the trolls. Tell them, come on, trolleys. Invite all the trolls. Troll alert. I'm trying to find them. Let them make fun of me. Let them do whatever they're doing. And if you guys are ever in Los Banos, you guys come on to Los Banos. We could go fishing. We could work on some motorcycles. We could barbecue or whatever, Kick back, me and Pops, It's just me and Pops, the old man, 90-year-old Marine, straight up jarhead, And that, it's just me and him after losing Ma. All the kids are all grown up and everything, Just in my black lab, black lab's cool, yeah, we go hunting up here, we go fishing, or we just kick back and just chill. Don't do nothing. Could do that too, Just drink soda, drink beer, whatever your flavor, don't matter to me. John Ross. That sounds like a lawyer name. John Ross. I'm John Ross. And Jacoby Myers and John Ross. That's a cool name. Sounds like sound like that. John Ross. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Would I rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Oh, this guy. I love it. Let me tell you something, folks. It's like this. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're a black man out there, you know what? Let that shit go. Because you're owning it. If you own it, you're gonna carry that shit with you, and it's just gonna eat you up. You know what I mean? As soon as it stops bothering you, people ain't gonna pay no attention to it. Why? Because it doesn't bother you. You know what I mean? If you show it bothers you, then people love that shit. You know what I mean? Hey, people, say whatever they want to say about me. Hey, you know what? Say whatever you want to say. If that makes you happy, all for it. Bottom line is, don't touch me. You feel me? But I mean, like as a racist jokes. I mean, like they say it's racist. I say it's hilarious. I mean, like how come nobody says honky no more? I mean, the blacks, oh, you can't say nigger. You can't say nigga. You can't say nigga. Well, nigga. I just said it. You know why? Because I'm 3% Nigerian. You didn't know. I'm the white nigga, motherfucker. I told some black dude that. You want to get a fight with me? My neighbor. I've been there for 14 years. I went over there and the dude's like, I'm going to kick your ass. I go, I know you are. So I'm going to punch you right in the nose. I go, right here. He goes,